Ladies and gentlemen, there's a dangerous habit in this world, the habit of wishing. Wishing for success, wishing for happiness, wishing for greatness. People sit back, close their eyes, and hope that somehow, some way, life will hand them everything they dream of on a silver platter. But that's not how it works. It's never how it worked. The truth is, wishing won't get you there. Wishing won't build the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Wishing won't make you strong, won't make you skilled, won't make you successful. Only one thing can do that: work. If you want to be great, you have to grind. If you want to succeed, you have to struggle. If you want to win, you have to wake up every single day ready to put in the sweat, the tears, the sacrifice. And not just for a week, not just for a month, not just for a year, but for a lifetime. Because success is not a moment, it's not a lottery ticket, it's a lifestyle, a way of living, a way of thinking, a way of putting, and only those who are willing to work for it will ever have the right to claim it. So today I want to talk to you about what it means to work for it, what it truly means. I want to break it down step by step so that by the time we're done here, you'll walk out of this room not just motivated, but ready to stop wishing, ready to start working, ready to take control of your own destiny. Because make no mistake about it, your future is in your hands. Not luck, not chance, not fate. You. Success demands discipline, not desire. Everybody wants success, everybody. You ask 100 people if they want to be rich, famous, powerful, and 99 of them will say yes. But here's the thing. Wanting something doesn't mean you'll have it. Desire is cheap. Everybody can dream, everybody can wish, but not everybody has the discipline to do. Not everybody is willing to wake up at 5 a.m. when the world is still sleeping. Not everybody is willing to say no to distractions, no to comfort, no to excuses. Discipline is the difference between the people who talk about success and the people who actually achieve it. Discipline means doing what you must do even when you don't feel like doing it. It means making the hard choices. It means putting in the work when no one is watching, when no one is clapping, when no one is giving you credit. Because success isn't about being seen, it's about being ready. The greatest people in the world, whether in business, sports, art, or leadership, didn't get there by accident. They got there because they showed up every single day. They built habits, they trained their minds and their bodies to push forward even when it was easier to quit. They mastered themselves before they mastered their craft. And that mastery, it didn't come from wishing, it came from working. The reason most people fail is not because they aren't talented enough, not because they aren't smart enough, but because they aren't disciplined enough. They start strong but lose steam. They want quick results. They want the prize without the process. But that's not how success works. If you aren't disciplined enough to grind when it's hard, to push through when it's painful, then you aren't ready for success. So let me ask you, how bad do you want it? Are you willing to do what it takes? Are you willing to say no to temptation and yes to consistency? Because at the end of the day, your desire means nothing without your discipline. Hard work never lies. You can fake a lot of things in this world. You can fake confidence, you can fake talent for a while, you can fake motivation on the outside, but you can't fake hard work. Hard work is the one thing that will always show up in your results. It's the great equalizer. It doesn't matter where you come from, how much money you have, or what connections you were born into. If you put in the work, real work, the results will speak for themselves. The problem is most people don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that success isn't some magical thing that just happens. They want a shortcut. They want a cheat code. They want to believe that people at the top just got lucky. But let me tell you something. Luck runs out. Hard work doesn't. If you put in the effort day after day, it will catch up to you. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day the work you put in will pay off. People ask, how do you get better? How do you separate yourself from the rest? The answer is simple: outwork them. When they rest, you grind. When they slow down, you speed up. When they doubt themselves, you stay locked in. There is no secret, there is no mystery. The ones who work the hardest, the ones who push themselves the furthest, they win. The world doesn't reward dreamers, it rewards doers. You can have all the dreams in the world, but if you're not willing to wake up early, stay late, put in the extra reps, do the extra studying, and push beyond your limits, you will always be stuck, wishing instead of achieving. Some people say, but I worked hard and I still failed. Let me tell you something. You didn't fail, you learned. You grew, you gained experience that the next person who quit never got. And that's why you'll win in the long run, because hard work isn't just about winning immediately. It's about building a foundation so strong that success becomes inevitable. So if you're serious about your goals, stop looking for an easy way. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop blaming your circumstances. Work every day, no excuses. Because hard work, it never lies. Pain is the price of progress. Everybody wants to grow, but nobody wants to hurt. Everybody wants to get stronger, but nobody wants to struggle. Everybody wants success, but the second it gets tough, they start backing off. But let me tell you something. Pain is the price of progress. There is no way around it. There is no avoiding it. If you want to get to the next level, if you want to be great, if you want to achieve the things most people only dream about, you must be willing to go through the fire. Think about a diamond. It doesn't become a diamond by sitting pretty in the dirt. It becomes a diamond through pressure, heat, intensity. The same is true for you. Your struggles, your failures, your setbacks, those are not signs that you should quit. Those are signs that you are in the process of becoming. Pain isn't the enemy. Pain is the teacher. Pain is what separates the weak from the strong. Because when things get hard, weak people break. But strong people, they break through. They don't run from the pain, they embrace it. They understand that every rep, every failure, every time they get knocked down, they are getting one step closer to their goal. The reason most people stay stuck is because the moment they feel discomfort, they stop. They think pain means they're doing something wrong. No, pain means you're doing something right. Growth is supposed to hurt. Progress is supposed to be uncomfortable. The only way to level up is to go through the suffering, not around it. The greatest athletes, the best performers, the most successful people, they all have one thing in common. They endured more pain than everyone else. They took the hits. They kept going when everyone else quit. They pushed through when their minds screamed at them to stop. And because of that, they rose. So the next time you feel pain, don't back down. Don't quit. Don't wish for an easier road. Get tougher. Get stronger. And keep moving forward. Because that pain, it's not there to break you. It's there to build you. Failure is a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of it. Every single person who has ever achieved greatness has failed. Every single one. But the difference between them and the rest of the world is this. They didn't stop at failure. They used it. They learned from it. They grew from it. They turned their failures into fuel. Most people fear failure like it's the end of the road, but let me tell you something. Failure is only the end if you quit. If you get back up, if you adjust, if you keep going, failure is just a lesson. And the more lessons you learn, the stronger you become. Think about some of the greatest names in history. Michael Jordan, cut from his high school basketball team. Oprah, fired from her first television job. Steve Jobs, thrown out of his own company. These people didn't let failure define them. They let it refine them. They used it to come back stronger. The truth is, you are going to fail. That's not a question. The only question is, what will you do when you fail? Will you give up? Will you let doubt creep in? Or will you get back up, analyze what went wrong, and come back harder? People who succeed in life are not the ones who never fail. They are the ones who fail, learn, adapt, and keep going. They take the lessons, they build from the losses, and they refuse to let setbacks define them. So if you've failed before, good. That means you're trying. That means you're in the game. That means you're on the right track. Now take that failure, learn from it, and go again. Because failure is not a stumbling block. It's a stepping stone. Consistency separates the dreamers from the doers. Motivation will fail you. Inspiration will fade. The excitement you feel in the beginning, it won't always be there. That's why consistency is the real key to success. Not talent, not luck, not intelligence, consistency. The ability to show up day after day, regardless of how you feel. Everybody gets excited at the start, when the idea is fresh, when the goal is new, when the vision is clear. It's easy to work hard, but what happens when the excitement fades? What happens when the process gets boring? What happens when nobody is clapping for you anymore? That's where most people quit. That's where most people stop. And that's why most people never make it. But the great ones, they keep going. They don't rely on excitement. They don't need motivation. They understand that success is about doing the work even when you don't feel like it. They don't wait for the perfect moment. They don't make excuses. They stick to the plan. Because they know that the difference between the people who dream and the people who do is consistency. Think of a drop of water hitting a rock. One drop won't make a difference. 10 drops won't make a difference. But 1,000, 1,000,000, that water will break the rock. That's what consistency does. Small actions, repeated over time, lead to massive results. Most people think success is about big moments, but it's really about small habits. The tiny decisions you make every day. what time you wake up, how you spend your free time, whether you train when you're tired, whether you study when you'd rather watch TV. Those little choices, they add up. They build momentum. And that momentum, that's what separates the winners from the rest. So ask yourself, are you consistent? Are you showing up every single day? Because if you are, success is only a matter of time. And if you're not, you don't need a new goal. You don't need more motivation. You need more discipline. Because in the end, consistency is what turns dreamers into doers. Your work ethic defines you. At the end of the day, who you are is not what you say, it's what you do. Your work ethic is the truest reflection of your character. It tells the world what kind of person you are. It shows whether you're serious or just talking. If you're lazy, it shows. If you're disciplined, it shows. If you cut corners, it shows. If you put in the extra effort, that shows too. You can't hide it. You can't fake it. Your work ethic will always tell the truth. People love to talk about their goals. I want to be rich. I want to be successful. I want to be the best. But talk is cheap. Show me. Show me in your effort. Show me in your dedication. Show me in the way you attack each day. The greatest people in the world, they work like their life depends on it. Because in many ways, it does. They don't wait for opportunity, they create it. They don't hope for success, they earn it. They don't complain about obstacles, they overcome them. So ask yourself, what does your work ethic say about you? Are you giving everything you have? Or are you making excuses? Are you pushing yourself beyond your limits? Or are you doing the bare minimum? Because at the end of the day, your success will be determined by one thing: how hard you're willing to work for it. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a choice to make. You can wish for it, or you can work for it. You can sit back hoping that life will somehow hand you success, or you can go out and take it. The difference between those who make it and those who don't isn't luck, talent, or background. It's effort, it's discipline, it's sacrifice. It's the ability to keep going when everything in you wants to stop. Success isn't for the lucky. It's for the relentless. The ones who refuse to quit. The ones who show up even when they're tired, even when they're doubted, even when the world tells them to stop. The ones who push past the pain, embrace the struggle, and never lose sight of the goal. So I ask you, what will you choose? Will you be the person who dreams, or will you be the person who does? Will you let excuses hold you back, or will you rise above them? Because at the end of the day, life will give you exactly what you work for, not what you wish for, not what you hope for, not what you think you deserve, what you earn. So stop wishing, stop waiting, get up, get out, and go to work.